Hi guys, it's Nancy here and I'm back for another process video for you, and this time I am going to use a white piece of cardstock as my background. I've been saying that I was going to do this because it's something I just want to kind of challenge myself to do, because I'm not a fan of the white backgrounds. I have so many ones pinned on Pinterest because I like the effect, but when I come to do it, it just doesn't really appeal to me. But I decided that I was going to go for it. So I'm going to have these couple of stripes of paper on the side here, and then I'm going to be using one photo on this layout, and I did just cut it down slightly so it's not quite 4x6. And these papers that I'm using are from the 7 paper Goldie collection, and then I have some different transparency bits that came from Heidi Swap. These came in a kit. And so I knew I wanted to use this Kindly Keep Seated plain die cut. I knew it was going to be absolutely perfect for my American album, and this is just a picture before we boarded the plane at London Heathrow to fly to San Francisco. So it was absolutely perfect, and I don't know, I'm a complete and utter geek for plain plans and things like that. When I was at uni doing my art degree, I done a whole piece of work using plans of planes and things like that. So yeah, it was I always love sketchy little pictures of planes. But anyway, I digress. Let's not keep going on that part. Within the die cut pack there was lots of vellum pieces. So that one was a vellum piece, so I've just mounted it up on a piece of cardstock. I'm thinking I may put that behind there, I'm not quite sure. But there was these hexagon pieces, so I decided to use those just to kind of create a bit of movement across the page. So I'm going to build a little cluster down there at the bottom, and then use that journaling card, that 3x4 one with the hexagons on there as well. So also within the die cut pack there was different kind of almost travel themed sort of labels and things, so I have that one there at the top, and I've also pulled out this which didn't come in the kit, but this came in that Wanderlust embellishment pouch, which says "You Are Here," and so I decided to use that as well and just bring a little pop of gold to it, and I'm going to add quite a lot of mist to the background as well. So now I'm just sticking those vertical stripes down there, just because I need a little bit of colour. As I said, and I kind of like that, and I know that lots of people do that when they kind of do these plain layouts. So some of these hexagons were cardstock, so I'm going to be using those, and I'm just using a little vellum arrow as well. And this is where I'm now going to start to build up my cluster, but I decided to start sticking some of these bits down. And I actually left the brand strip on one of those pieces of paper, so it was just a bit of a wide amount. So I'm just building up the sort of layers and kind of working out where I want everything. And again, I'm using my cookie glue pen to stick down that vellum because I find, it sticks really well, but also, you can't see the different bits and pieces. And I've tried where possible to use as many of these tags up as well. So again, I'm just drawing over where the different colour pieces are on that, so you can't see. Originally I was going to put that "You're Here" there, but I do end up moving that down to the bottom cluster because I want to also have a little title on there as well. I've just pulled in a piece of washi tape, and this is from the Goldie collection washi sheets. And I didn't think I was going to love those washi sheets because I didn't think you would get enough, but I'm quite happy with how I managed to use them. I don't have many left, and that's just going to help bring that teal across at the top there. And I'm just trying to work out where I want to stick it down. And so I'm happy, again, that this kind of helps ground it, because that's often the problem I find with white layouts, that my layers kind of float quite along because I like using lots of bright sort of clashing colours. Yeah, they just get a little bit too floaty. But I'm just bringing in another piece of the washi tape down there at the bottom. I really like the pinks and the teals of this collection. They're nice muted. I do normally go for a more brighter palette, but I kind of like how this worked with the whites. But as always, it ends up pretty like messy and lots of layers anyway, because to be honest, that's just what seems to work best for me. So I've pulled in another one of those labels because I decided to just try and get as many labels used up as possible, because it's not that I don't like them, it's just the fact that I wanted to use the bottoms of them, like the flag bits, but that wasn't where the colour was. I didn't really like the label end of it, so I struggled slightly with that. But again, I'm glad I got them used up. So I'm now looking through the rest of the embellishments that I have there, and I'm also looking at some washi tape. And I knew that I had this washi tape which has planes on, and there's also the world map in the background. Probably can't see it too closely in this, but this is a washi tape that I am planning on using throughout my American album, because again it's just going to add a little bit of consistency, and I really like how it works, because it's a pale grey, but it does kind of take on the colour that's under it, so I'm really happy with how that looked. So now just looking at some wood veneers. I wanted to find a plane. As I said, I'm getting really low on these because I can't find any of those sort of transport packs anymore, so that's a little bit annoying, but I do have some die cuts, so I'm going to have to just cut some of those out instead. I'm sticking down here 4 little potty people, 2 men and 2 women, because it was me and my boyfriend and my boyfriend's family, so that kind of symbolises all of us. And I've already done one layout of all of us on the way to like at the airport, and so this is just going to kind of be like the follow-up page about, you know, getting on the plane. I am not a good flyer, nor is my boyfriend's mum, so you know, flying is always interesting, especially when we know we've got like a 11-hour flight in front of us. So this is where I go a little bit ink crazy, and I didn't do it before on purpose because I was just like, I need to just see if I can start with a plain white piece of paper. So this is just where I pulled out this, which is a Jen Hadfield really old puffy stickers, so I wanted to just see if I could use those. Then I'm just looking at other bits and pieces. I've actually just got out on my desk, I don't actually go into my stash too much. So this is just some bits and pieces from the base excuse me the basic grey Sunkissed collection. I'm just seeing if I could get any of those bits used up. I did want to try and use that awesome tab, but it just didn't quite work. It was just the wrong size. So I'm just going to try and see if I can use anything else. I've got these Maggie Home sticker sheets here, and just seeing if I can add anything there. And yeah, so it's just a case, like, you know, like I normally do when I get to this point of the layout, just going through my embellishments and seeing what bits and pieces that I can find. So I've pulled out like a label, ticket in gold, so that's going to pick up the gold at the bottom. There was just another ticket design, and then there is these triangles, which I really like, how these add a little bit to it. I don't know, I've kind of fallen in love with triangles. Triangles always troubled me, and I've used them on a couple of layouts recently, so that's super positive. Again, I'm using some little black pieces on here because I've got that black inking. I do think those triangles with the little black bit at the bottom look like a pencil, but I'm happy with that. I've added some enamel dots to this because, as you know, I found a load of enamel dots up that, and these ones were sent to me probably like a year and a half ago. And and they got put in my stash and yeah, got lost basically. And so I pulled them out and I'm just adding them around here to go with my ink pads, just because I was like, okay, I need to make this background busy because it's just not working for me. So I'm really happy how that works. And now I'm just pulling out my alpha, and this alpha came within the kit. It's that kind of, what's it called, DIY thicker. So I've just pulled that out, and I did end up with a big black splodge in the middle of that vellum piece, so I'm just going to stick that over and just put London Heathrow to SFO, San Francisco. So that is it for my layout. I'm super happy that I managed to do a white background. I hope you like it, and I will speak to you all again very, very soon. Bye!